Well guys, welcome back to the Oilers Fanatic and another edition of the Fanatic Rundown. These just aren't as much fun when they lose. The Edmonton Oilers losing 4-3 tonight to the Seattle Kraken. It was yet another game where the Oilers just didn't give enough through 40 minutes. Had an amazing third period, kept it interesting, but just couldn't get that equalizer to force this one to overtime. I think this was Stuart Skinner's weakest game so far for the Oilers. He wasn't terrible, but I just found tonight he didn't give the Oilers the save when they really needed the save. There was a save in the third period where Skinner came up big and kept it 4-3 and gave the Oilers a chance to tie it 4-4, but of course by that point the damage is done. But like I said, game's certainly not all on Skinner. The Oilers just didn't bring enough through the first 40. They weren't bad, but it was a night of trying to play catch-up again. Scoring summary, Kraken went up 1-0. Leon ties it 1-1 on the power play. Kraken go back up 2-1. A nice Bush bomb ties it 2-2. Then the Kraken got a pair of quick goals, went up 4-2. Connor with a really nice tip in the third, cuts the score to 4-3, and that's where it ends, obviously. Speaking of Connor's 4-3 goal, that is my play of the game tonight. Bouchard had the shot from the point. Connor with a beautiful tip through the legs of Philip Grubauer, cut the score to 4-3, got the Oilers back in it again, but obviously could not get that equalizer that they desperately needed, and the Kraken pull out the 4-3 victory. With the loss, the Oilers' record drops to 16-6-0, so still off to an amazing start. I've only had to do 6 of these videos where they've lost so far, so that's pretty damn good. So I try not to let these losses weigh on me too hard because, let's face it, the Oilers have won far more games than they've lost. More often than not, they play really well, but it has been a recurring theme where the Oilers fall behind and have to find a way to come back. It's not a recipe for prolonged success. But of course, usually on nights when you lose, it's not because you did too many things right. Overall, the Oilers weren't terrible. Like I said with Stuart Skinner, it wasn't his worst game either. It's just they didn't do enough things right and end up with the 4-3 loss. My player of the game tonight, I'm going to give to Philip Grubauer. Felt he really stood on his head in the third. Made a lot of great saves on the Oilers. Probably if Grubauer isn't as good as he is, the Oilers probably get back into this game and tie it completely, possibly even take the lead. So great game for Grubauer tonight. Strong effort overall by the Kraken. The Oilers really dominated the third, but the Kraken did keep them to 1 goal, so kudos to them, and they get their first victory over a Pacific Division opponent this year. And the Oilers with their first loss to a Pacific Division opponent. So there you go, a night of firsts for both teams. There was one nice positive tonight. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins hit 500 career points, so big congrats to Nuge. Here's to another 500 more. It's too bad Kyler Yamamoto had a lot of family in the crowd tonight, so I was hoping that Yamo was going to come up with a big game. He ends up with only really a couple penalties to show for it tonight, so really disappointing in that regard. But the Oilers will have many more games in Seattle in the future, and hopefully Yamo can be the star of one of those. So I think that's it for tonight, guys. Thanks as always for checking out the channel and for all your support. Let me know what you thought of the game in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Have a great night, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I should have some more content coming to you tomorrow, and I will see you on Sunday for the Fanatic Rundown following the Oilers and Kings game. Take care, guys.